Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know what you're thinking. How long has it been since you've last recorded, Blackchibisan? Too long. Too long. So let's get back onto the high horse, shall we? Where I last left off, I barely got the battle mastery here. That's what I remember. Actually, it wasn't barely because of the Hagane kicking butt and taking names, but I think I stopped here. I don't think I did anything, and that's because I didn't get what I wanted yet, did I? See if I did. No, I did. Awesome. This is going to be useful. Gonna kick that up 3 notches. Kick that up to about there. It's gonna need a lot more energy before we're done. There. That should do it. I know it doesn't leave me with much for later things, but I'm not going to be needing much. Yeah, let's just save that there. Let's go. Stay on this bearing. Are we still on course for Hachijiro Island? Yes, sir, we'll be arriving shortly. Okay, so how I'm going to do this, just so you know, get it out of the way, I'm going to record this all in one sitting. But during the compression, as to get it smaller, and the post-editing to get what I need, I'm going to be cutting it up into 10 to 15 minute parts. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on the timer, but really this is all one recording session. I'm going to do this whole chapter in one sitting. If it takes less than 10 to 15 minutes, including plot, which I know it won't, I'll cut it up from there, because I do want this to be more accessible to people. Let's face it, 40 minutes is a bit impressive. And by impressive, I mean intimidating, so most people aren't going to want to see that. Any sign of any movement? No, sir, not within a 100-kilometer radius. Good. Strange, I was expecting chasers from Kyushu. Let's try out the Hagane submerge function. Diving, sir? Yes, in the Izu Ogasawara Strait, with a depth of 3,000. The DC sub's maximum depth is only around 2,000, but since the Hagane is a spaceship, it can dive deeper. Unless they use the DSRV, they'll never reach us. Check the watertight compartment and prepare to dive. I haven't seen Kusaha since we launched. How am I going to get her off this ship? What, we're underwater? Didn't you hear the announcement? What announcement? Were you listening to music again? Now this is what I call a ship, Yara, you say? Don't try and change the subject. What's up, Bruce? You feeling down? Once again, I apologize to anybody who's actually black. It's just how I imagine you! Stop making fun of me! Anyway. No, I'm fine. You don't look fine, man. Come on, maybe I can help. If it's about a girl, he won't be able to help. He only knows a bunch of cheesy pickup lines. You didn't think they was cheesy last night? Here's the medicine from Dr. Kobayashi. Thank you. By the way, Kusaha, did my father say anything? No. I see. Oh, Ryusei. I gotta go to the hangar. Huh. What's wrong with him? I don't know. Hey, is that why... We're passing latitude 30 north on our current depth is 3,000. Any sign of the enemy? We haven't picked up anything on radar. As we suspected, the DC subs can't reach this depth. Latitude north is the deepest area of the Izu Strait. Oh, really? It's almost 10,000 meters deep. Not even the Hagane can survive it. Enough. We're in Battle Station 3. Sorry, sir. This may be safe water, but don't let your guard down. Sonar contact! This is a torpedo! What? A torpedo at this depth? That makes 6 torpedoes bearing 287. Battle Station 1, full speed ahead, rig for battle. Full speed ahead, rig for battle, aye. Take evasive maneuver, load tubes 1 through 4, with anti-tank torpedoes. Aye, 45 degrees starboard, load tubes 1 through 4, open the vent. Torpedoes, 18,000 meters in closing. 18,000 G-gooks in closing. Sorry, that's a Red Dwarf reference. Fire tubes 1 through 4. 1 through 4, fire! I'm gonna turn this down a bit, because I can barely hear myself. Oh! 5 down, 1 to go, here it comes! Evasive action! We're not gonna make it! And thus begins Chapter 9. This is actually one of the more interesting chapters. Report damage! Torpedo hit the starboard aft. The Tesla drive's down. What? Aft blocks 8 and 11 are taking water. What? We're sinking because the Tesla drive's not working. Use the trim tank to keep us at this depth. Roger. Sonar's detecting something up in front of us. Ah! Data matched. They're DC subs. We've been ambushed. I didn't expect their subs to reach this depth. We can't launch our PTs at this depth either. We'll sink if anything happens to the gunner. All hands keep this depth and get us out of here. Aren't we going to fight them, Captain? Our destination is Adenas Island. We can't receive supplies, so we must avoid combat. I see. Then we shall move to this grid, sir. Fourth wall breaking, by the way. Yes, full speed ahead. Okay, this is all we got. We can't deploy anything. I know what you're thinking. Times like this might be a smart idea to, would have been smart to sort of up the defensive ratio or something like that. Don't question my logic. My logic is indisputable. Battle torpedo. Yeah, my logic is indisputable on this one. I might get this one in under 10 minutes, but it's still going to be tight. This one's one of the faster, but harder maps. I usually don't go with the impact cannon, but something's better than nothing. Should have switched to the sub-cannons. I wish I had thought that through. It's not going to do jack under here, and that's my problem. Unless I'm wrong, in which case it will do just fine. It does decent. Shouldn't we sally forth, sir? Nonsense. You jump into that water and the pressure will crush you in less than a second. Oh. Just let the captain and the XO handle it. What? The Tesla drive's malfunctioning. I can't control it. What? We're still sinking. The trim tank isn't helping. Damn it. Ignite the auxiliary rocket engine cluster. Surface, keep us level. Yes, sir. This isn't good. What's wrong? The gravity control isn't working because the Tesla drive's down. We're being pulled to the bottom of the ocean. Are you serious? Yes, we're maintaining our depth with the auxiliary engine and the trim tank. But we can only do that for so long before we sink. Oh no! Ida, how much longer can we maintain our depth? 4 minutes longer! That's it? We'll use the overboost to the surface. Secure an area to accelerate. Overboost? We only use that for taking off into space. This is an emergency, XO. Listen, with the time remaining... Get us here. Yep, that's the summary. Aye, aye, sir. I love Daitetsu. But this right here, this is what's important. That is one of the saving graces of this. That and this. Don't worry about focus, just... I can't believe I'm doing this. Wait, no, I think this one will actually move with us, if I remember right. Let's find out. Yep, it will. The lead ship is ambushing us. It appears so, sir. Perhaps they want to capture us. Stay alert. Okay. He's the only one that can be reached with this. Good. How far off am I for the sub gun? So that's going to be the biggest one. I'd say 3. Yeah, I'm just going to skip over that because we know what happens. We get slightly injured, they get slightly injured. It actually feels good to be back. Like I said, I'm recording this mainly because I want to. It's not even... This is just the urge took me. I'm like, you know what? I want to record something, dang it. So I'm gonna. That's right, I have 5 minutes left before this video gets cut. You know what? If this one goes just ever so slightly... If this goes within 3 minutes... 3 to 5 minutes over... basically 3 minutes is sort of my threshold. I might keep it in one, but once it hits 3 minutes or more, I'm gonna be splitting this. And then I'll just keep the 3 minutes extra and whatever goes over that. So pretty much, it's either gonna be 15 minutes or a whole lot shorter. No, or possibly a bit longer, but... pretty much what I'm counting on this is, yes, the impact cannon takes up a lot of energy. I'm not denying that. I need to show off the battle mastery. But pretty much the battle mastery is destroy all the enemy subs. I know the impact cannon takes up a lot, but it does decent damage underwater. So get within range of the subgun, and the energy shield should take care of the rest. Guts is for when, not if, when my health gets pretty low. Because these guys will do decent damage if you're not careful. It's no use! Sorry, but why I got within range of the subgun is once you're out of energy, you're out of energy. You could give this thing a fuel tank, but I didn't have the forethought to do that. Yep, there it goes. This should finish him off. Yep. But, yeah, that's the whole plan, pretty much. Get within range of the subgun and unload on him. Just to help keep us afloat. But I am pretty much going to try and finish these guys off as well as I can. Analysis completed, Captain. Subguns 1 through 4. Fire at will. And they're not called subguns because they're meant for shooting subs, otherwise, trust me, that... And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, that thought didn't occur to me until, my 3rd time trying to beat this game. Not the time I actually completed this game. No, because that would be dumb. No, took me a while to beat this game. I've beaten it once, on the Ryusei path. That's why I agreed to do this parallel playthrough with, Sulfur, but I've been falling behind, mainly because whenever I catch up I go, oh good, I can take a break. Reality is, can't. Because he's willing to post one up every day. But I'll see what I can't do about getting as many... I'm going to try and catch up as far as the chapters go, but I'm going to be breaking these up into parts, as I said. I'm going to upload them all the same day they're processed, and I'm going to try and process them all in the same day. Try and pull... I was actually inspired by one of my favorite LPers, Halloween. Halloween is pretty much... He only plays horror games, for the most part. Which, you know, a lot of people would probably go, oh, he plays evil games, possessed by Satan. Not quite. Some of them are about demons, possessed by Russian icebreakers, but... Cryostasis aside, yeah. And then there's alien demons, which are Dead Space. The only reason I watch them is because even though they're like, oh, terrifying, evil, blah, 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 even though it's like, oh, such and such is blah, 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 he does a really good job, and his humor tends to break up the horror, so whatever. Like, he just finished a playthrough of Condemned. He finds a way to make everything just not scary. I mean, he jumps a few times, but it's just not scary when he plays through, because you know, even when he freaks out, he's just gonna find some way to make fun of it. And I mean that in the best way possible. I mean... That's sort of why I like Halloween. No matter what he plays, he can just go... He makes fun of the game developers more often than he does himself. I just now realized with plot and all, Even though we're going to complete this around 15 minutes with plot and all, it may not be that long. Do 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 do. See, Sulphur never gets a level like this. The Kyosuke playthrough, to my knowledge, does not have one where you ever just play as the Hiryu Kai. No, this one does. Pretty good level in my opinion, too. So, you know, I'll break it here then, if it goes over. Battlemaster, all enemies confirmed down. Good. Move to target grid and use the overboost to surface. If the plot doesn't end soon, yeah, but whatever. Surfacing complete. No sign of hostility. We made it. Thanks to the captain's idea of employing the overboost, which is normally used for orbital launch, while we were still underwater. Don't forget, he used to be captain of the Hiryu. He knows a thing or two about evasive maneuvers. He knows how to drift lazily to the left. Indeed. Exo, take us to Southbird Island. Slow ahead. Repair the Tesla drive along the way. Aye, aye. Looks like the Hagane's out of the water now. Yes. Hey, Garnet, what did you want to ask me? Is it true you and Ryusei are childhood friends? Yes. And you like him, right? Huh? No, it's not like that. Then what's it like then? Well, Ryusei doesn't seem to be interested in me. You mean because all he cares about are robots? Yeah, I have a hard time talking to him nowadays. I see, you just need to find the right time. I guess, but... Okay then, I'm on it. Huh? What are you going to do? Don't worry about it, just let me handle it. Garnet handling it, oh god. Dr. Ahoima, I finished checking the Huckbean 09. Thanks. What's this? This was my mech when I was on the PTX team led by Major Ingram. Wasn't that a PT Special Forces unit before SRX? Yeah, it's disbanded now, though. By the way, how was the 009? It's better, but still not as good as the 008L. Of course not. It's got a different power source. I know, I'll just use this guy in the next battle. Okay. What do you mean by a different power source, Rob? Oh, you don't know? There are 3 Huckabees, the 008L, the 008R, and the 009, which has a different power source. You mean the 008 doesn't have a normal engine? Right. The 00L and the 008L and the 008R were the first PTs to employ EOT. They are both equipped with black hole engines. Black hole engines? Those sound dangerous. It was. That black hole engine in the 008R went berserk and blew up the base. The only survivors were me, Dr. Hamill, and Rai. Rai? Yes, he was the test pilot. Rai lost his left hand in the accident. His left? The Huckabeen was given the nickname Berserk Trooper. He didn't tell you about it? No. Same old Rai. Anyways, the alien technology was just too much for us. I can't believe Rai never said anything. Got a Huckabee 09. Booyah! And we're calling it an episode. That is just short enough for me to make it one episode. So, forget what I said earlier. For this one episode. For now. Peace out, my homies. My favorite people in the whole world. Have a good rest of the day. Knuckle back!
For yourself, my man, you'll never be what is in your heart. Weep, little lion man, you're not as brave as you were at the start. Rate yourself and rate yourself, take all the courage you have left. Waste it on fixing all the problems that you made in your own